just introduce. Dr. Harry will take over and he'll just segue right into it. Now that you know who he is, I just love everyone to chime in where they are right now. So let's start with you, Devaton. I know you had called to get this meeting together. I'm so happy to partner with you again. You're amazing, multi-talented, and I know you have more talents than some people know. Some people don't know that you're a big-time singer and songwriter. So you have many skills, and I just want to turn it over to you right now. Tell us where you're at, what you want to be achieving, what's the struggle, and let's get these things sorted out and get you to where you want to be.
Well, my name is Deverton. I'm calling in from Canada. Yes, my determination in getting my trading, my trading skill up is, to get at the best point where I can, look at the chart and see where to enter and where to exit. And I think my shortcoming is right there. Sometimes I don't know if it's probably the greed. Sometimes I'm in profit and then just looking at the chart and it just take back everything. So that is something I really want to work on, to be more profitable in my trading.
Awesome. Well, I'm so happy you're on this call because you soon will learn that you don't need to worry about charting anymore, my brother. You're going to be so excited to know that charting, you don't have to worry about that. All right. Goal getter and goal getter next.
Oh yeah, good evening. Are you guys hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Michael Richards is the name. And AKA Goal Getter Boss, because I try to get all the goals that I set for myself. And I am just into this Forex trading. I want to master it. And as I heard you previously on a different call, Ms. Buckner, you said education equal elevation. And that is exactly what I'm about. If I don't have the education, I can't do the elevation that I want with this Forex trading. So I am just here to get back on track with the training and the education that's gonna put me where I want to be to achieve the goals that I want. I'm calling in from Canada, by the way. I've been acquainted with you from 2021 days. And, we make some different decisions and it never worked. And we realized that we probably should have been here all along. So we just man up with self and we're back over here. That's all I have to say, right?
All right, Mike, that is awesome. Listen, man, we welcome you back with open hands. It's just a love. So we're going to definitely show you how we're at a whole other level, and I'm excited for Dr. Benjamin to soon share with that too. So let's quickly go through everybody else. Miss Desi, what's your trading story? What you're looking to get done?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Desmond. My name is Desmond. For short, Desi. Part of the Canada group, goal as Bev and myself. I'm trying to get to master it. I've been like with the group, and of course we go over something in the workout. So we'll come back because simple, hands full of fat. So anyway they progress there, we're going to right there. So I'm back and I'm looking to master it. I've learned a lot, but not enough. So I'm back to be a part of the group and to, work with the group.
Awesome. Well, Xtreamfx is definitely the place to be. I'm so happy that you're back and can't wait to watch you move from now to the next level in another couple of months. You're going to be blown away by the progress with this new technology. So I'm excited for you, Desi. All right, where are we at now? Let's see, Jermaine.
Hi. Good
Hi.
evening, everyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm Jermaine McLean. From Jamaica, Ocho Jamaica. And I've been a trader from about, I don't remember when, probably about 2021, I think, or 2020. Somewhere there. I've been with Xtreamfx. Jump out for a while. I've been doing trade, but master it yet.
Oh, Jermaine, you jumped out. I know you're saying you've been doing it, but you haven't mastered it yet, and that's exactly why we are here today. That's been the struggle. Everybody has the dream of trading and the idea that you can achieve some big results because you see that it's possible, but it's been a challenge for everybody. And thankfully for our new safety trade system, that has become very possible for people to trade like pros, whether you're a novice or a pro. Safety trade with high probability win. So we're excited for that. All right. I think there's only one other person, and that might be Orlan and Jerome. So let's go with Orlan and then Jerome, and we get started.
Hello, good night, everybody. I'm Arlan. So I've been with the group from earlier, I think it was 2020 or 2019 thereabout, when my uncle brought me on board. But life happened, but I'm back on track again. I want to be, So developed this little saying, KMR, keep moving regardless, so we're back on track, and I hope that all of us will make it and achieve our goals.
I only have one thing to say to that, and that's boom shakalaka. Keep moving regardless. Love it. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Dr. Jerome, you're the last one up, and then we hand over to Dr. Benjamin to take us through this. I'm just so excited to show you, gentlemen, just kind of the progress we've made with this technology and how you can you're literally going to you're going to be blown away. You're going to take your trading to the level you want in a small percentage at a time. Trust me, this thing is awesome. So Dr. Jerome, you're up, and then we head over to Dr. Benjamin. You can up to speak or not. Dr. J, your trading journey, what you're looking to get done.
Hi, Bridget.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah. I was on and off. What's question again?
No, I mean, it's just what's your trading journey? How's trading been going for you, and what you're looking to have happen now in this new season with safety trade?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that I will have much better success than before. It has been up and down. So I'm hoping that I can achieve my dreams with this safety to trading system.
Indeed. So basically what I'm hearing from everybody is the consistency. Everybody has gotten a taste of victory, taste of making money at your own hands easily, learning the system, but mastery is the issue. And that technical trading, all the configurations and indicators and W's and M's and Fibonacci's, and this has been the thing we've been trying to master. Well, I would like to hand the call over now to one Dr. Harry Benjamin that is going to showcase our latest product, Safety Trade, and you're going to realize that that knowledge that you thought you needed to master, if the results is what you're trying to get, you're just trying to get to the money, you're going to be excited about how Safety Trade is going to get you to the money and help you to become a profitable trader and to become a better trader, working along with this technology that's going to show you always how to position yourself for the right trade. With that, Dr. Benjamin, please meet my friends. Dr. Benjamin. Friends, Dr. Benjamin. Over to you, Doc.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly, Bridget?
Loud and clear.
Oh man, you know what? Well, first, let me just thank you very much for, inviting me to participate in this discussion with Devaton and his crew, because I know it's Devaton and his crew, and I know you have a couple of others that you've invited to be here as well. So just want to thank you for that and your kind words. We're not going to have a long discussion, to be sincere. I want to get right into it. I realize everybody here has traded to some extent before based on the audience that we have. I personally, started focusing on the trading side. I was focused on the network marketing side of this particular company for 2020 through to last year, September. But then I met a trader that had earned a lot of money, millions of dollars. And that was what caused me to focus on it alongside my daughter, who also started trading and doing well. So I realized that I was leaving a lot of money on the table by not getting the education. So I dived into the education, like most of you guys would have done, TradingView, most of us are familiar with the charts, being able to put in your support resistance lines and that type of stuff. And, and then wait for a breakout. And then when you wait for the breakout of price, then you wait for a retest and you trade, right? Or some people have other strategies. Now, TradingView, some of you are familiar with it. I'm just having it here for reference because I don't use it anymore. So let me jump back to the question I was going to ask. And what percentage of Forex traders earn profits consistently? I guess consistently, I would put the word consistently here. Anybody knows? Anybody wants to volunteer an answer for that?
What 5%?
Actually, it's about one.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. So and then over time, over like a 300 day period for people who persist for 300 days, which is basically a year, the number is about 90%. Right. You guys could Google that if you want. And just find the numbers for yourself. Some people have it down to 10% if you stick. For the people who stay in Forex trading for over a year and been trading consistently, the numbers are about 10%. But in terms of the general population of Forex traders, it's less than 1%. Now, here's the reason for that. Most of what we learn with support resistance, Fibonacci, trend lines, and all of the various things, it actually keeps us away from the money. And the reason is that whether we're fed the wrong information or not, I don't know. I'm not going to try to debate that. All I will share is that we have the safety trade system today. And as Devaton mentioned, what is the most important thing for a trader to be able to identify, right? When to enter the trade and when to exit the trade, right? Because that's how you make money. You make money if you can take a sell. If it's going down and you know it's going to go down, you make money. Now, let's say you're looking at this chart. This is NAS 100, and you're looking at this chart. This is the 1 minute on the right and the 5 minute on the left. Now, each minute, a candle pops up. Now, based on where this is going, anybody who wants to participate with me, you may have seen the rest of the chart before, so you have an idea what was going on. Well, based on it pushing up like this, what would you anticipate is happening when you start to see this big candle drop? All right, so let's say you're right here, market was pushing up and then the candle dropped this way. What would you think? Anybody? Just jump off mute and tell me. Anybody? What would you think is happening? The market was pushing up. There's a big impulsion candle driving down. What do you think is happening?
I would think it's gonna buy after that.
Okay, you would think it's gonna buy after that. Anyone else wants to put an opinion in there? Are you sure it's gonna buy, or you just maybe think it's gonna buy?
I'm seeing a rejection from the red can to the green one, so that's assumption right there.
All right. Anybody else? Would you feel comfortable going for a buy with that kind of impulsion candle? Anybody else? Or you'd be a little, leery, wanting to maybe do some further assessment first?
That looked like some big money. Some large company enter the market and selling.
Say that again. You would look for a sell?
Yeah, sell, because it looked based on that it looked like some company large enough enter the market to push it down.
All right. Okay.
I think
All right.
that's
Fair. That's a fair assessment. All right. But sometimes we see this happen and it reverse on us, right? Even though we see that happen, which sometimes is called a fake out. But here's how the safety trade system works. All right. There are 4 things we look for. The first, just notice this wavy line through the middle here, right? Can we see this? Can we see this line here? It's called a moving average, all right? The safety trade, in fact, right click, you just see where it says, safety trade line, trade.com, line, all right, on this chart, all right? So we're right here, right? We're gonna get another minute here soon. But here's how this works. First, we noticed that the price was below the moving average. Can we agree? Can anybody agree with me that the price is below the moving average? Just say yes if anybody out there agrees.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Can anybody out there see this green arrow pointing up, green up arrow? Anybody sees that?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing that we need these 2 things we kind of identify together, right? We identify one, that the price is below, the green arrow came up to say, okay, the price is going to go up. But we need to wait on a third thing. When the green arrow popped on the screen, right? If you look at these 5 indicators here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? When the green arrow popped on the screen, that's when all of these just started turning green. So we have to wait until everything is green, which it is. All right, so the third thing has happened. Now, the 4th thing we're waiting on is for the 4th level from the bottom. So this is 1 level, 2 level, 3 levels, 4 levels. So this one here, we're waiting for this one to turn red. Now, what caused that one to turn red is when this big impulsion candle came into the picture, right? When we saw, obviously, a big bank, a big investment firm is in the market, right? To move the candle this much, that quickly, okay? And the gentleman that said this would have been an opportunity for a potential sell. What's your name again? I didn't see the name when you were speaking.
Desi.
Desi. All right, cool. So Desi looked on this and said, you know what? This is a chance to jump into the market. Now, according to the safety trade system, everything here is green, which means it's a buy. And we call this well, for lack of a better word, the bullshit indicator, right? BS. So when we see this push down here, okay, this is really a fake out. It's really not a push down. It's just how BlackRock and Vanguard, two of the biggest investment banks in the world, they use an AI technology that does this and pushes the money into the market and give traders the feeling that the market's going to go down. And a lot of traders, 99% of retail traders, bite on this, believing this is an opportunity to catch a sell. But look what happened. Even though it was pushing down, look what started happening. Started reversing. So once we see the red, once you see the dot of red, this little dot of red, once you see that, that's the indication to put in a buy stop. Now, some of us know how to put in a buy. You know, you right click here, click trading, click new order. I won't bother to bore you with that detail. But you have to put in your entry line just above the moving average. And then if you're trading NAS, you could go for, let's say you go for like 5 pips. Because between here to here is 5 pips. And 5 pips is a lot of money to earn on one trade, right? One single trade. Of course, some people want to make bigger moves, but I'll talk about that later. Let's see, Desi, if after that push down, let's see if it reversed, activate the trade by a buy stop. Buy stop means that the market has to turn around and touch this first line to put us in the trade. And then we could close out before we get to the next line, or we could watch to see what's happening and see if it pushes through the second line. All right? Okay, let's see what happened. Anybody, Desi, can you explain to me what would have happened if you had put in a sell?
Lost everything. Stop loss, money gone.
Stop loss, lick out, money gone. All right. So here's the safety trade that told me, don't go for a sell. It tells me straight, I can put in a buy stop. Why? The price was below the moving average. The green arrow showed up. All I was waiting for was the retest, which is this red candle. And it's just, the retest is really this red down here. But everything else has to remain green. And then also I can confirm it on my 5-minute chart, which is chart above, to make sure that this called the buck, these 2 lines is called a buck, that this is green over here and this is green over here. Once that is in place, I have a safety trade. I can go ahead and put in my entry point and I can put in my exit point. And then once the trade activate, I can move this and put it below this hook here for my stop loss. So just in case it goes up and it turns back around, it's not my stop loss. But you could see clearly that it went up for a win. Okay, now just you can look at this, right? This is the end of the chart, right? So the market is still pushing up and down, right? You would see that this just happened. This literally just happened a few minutes ago. So this is not hypothetical. This is exactly what happens. Let's go back in time and look at some other ones. All right, you know, this is a little bit choppy. It's not very clear. You see, like red, green, red, green, red, green. Let's see if we see a nice clean one, right? And This is a 5 minute. This one right here, this big move here is a 5 minute. If we come over here, we'll see it. You just click this and put this, you could see that, right? You could see on the left side, you could see where it pushed back and pulled down below this line over here and then pushed up, okay? But anyway, that's for the future. I won't talk too much about it. We're just trying to show you that there are lots of opportunities. Here's another one that happened earlier. You see, the market was pushing up. Reversal looked like it was happening. Market came down. The red happened here. We saw the green arrow here. We saw the prices below. All right, so when it pushed up, we're not sure if it's going to keep going up. And then when we see the reversal, hey, man, if you jump in at the wrong point, you'd have lost money, right? So instead of trying to guess if it's going to keep going up, guess if it's going to go down, we just wait on the indicators to line up. Once they line up, you'd have put in a buy here, right? You'd literally put in a buy there. And just use these same lines up here again. I just put in these lines for the purpose of just showing you guys. All right. So put in one here. I will put in like 5 pips, right there. And you could see another win. Okay, right there. So this system is predictable. We don't have to guess. This is what we call a dirty buy. You know, you shouldn't go for those because you'll get training on how to use those properly. Let's look for sells now. Let's look for some sells, right? Where everything is red, turn green. Let me find some good some cells. And this is just looking at NAS. We haven't started looking at a bunch of other things yet. See, everything was red, this turned green. Look like the market was pushing up. And this didn't activate until later, right? So if I put a line here, you see it went all the way up and then came back down. But this back broke. So you shouldn't even wait on that trade. You should look for a different one. Okay, and then here's another cell. There's two of them actually, or 3 of them, right? Everything is red, it's turned green. You could see that you would have won that trade right here. All right. And let's go across again. Everything is red, it's turned green. It was pushing up. You see, came back down for another win. Everything is red, it's turned green. You put your order down below. So in this case, we're putting the line, entry line down here, profit line a little bit below, and we go for a sell. You could see that it went up, it pushed back down, you won another trade. So this is predictable. We no longer have to guess if, you know, should we put in a sell? Should we put in a buy? You know, is the market going to go up? It's going to go down. We don't, you notice I haven't talked about support resistance. I haven't talked about Fibonacci, you know, retreat. I haven't had to go into any of that. In fact, you know, you really need to unlearn all of that stuff because it's really not that useful with the safety trade technology. The only thing maybe is, you know, when you can identify some M's and some W's, that can be helpful to you. But, you know, ultimately, it's it kind of become redundant, right? What we need, guys, in real terms, right? No hype. What we just simply need, guys, is this safety trade system. I'm telling you, she's setting up another one, right? You know, set up another one, and then here's what happens. Let's say the market, it's look like it's setting up a buy, like right here, right? You could see that it was setting up a buy, and then it was red right here. You put your line in. Let's say you did this one. You put your line in just above up here, okay? And you put your profit line now. You went for your profit just above here, right? And then you see it went down. It did not put you in the trade. So because it's a buy stop, if it doesn't turn around and go up, you don't lose any money. So it's a safer way to trade because as this changed from green, right, to red, you just delete the trade. You just pull up the trade and just recalibrate and look for another opportunity instead of being in a trade and hoping for it to turn around and go in your direction, right? And you can see the market sold off. So it changed, the market structure changed temporarily before it started buying again. So, you know, it is a really beautiful, beautiful system. And then here's the great thing. You have tons of over here, you have, let me go back to the scan. Let me go to this. So here's the game changer of game changers.
So that before you get to the scanner here, so everybody following that, we don't do market execution with safety trade. We trade really safe with stops.
Buy stops and sell
Buy
stops.
stops
That's
and
how,
sell stops.
that's how the system is designed to be used. So here's 5 trades the system just called out. NZD, USD, NZD CAD, SPX 500, German 30, and Euro GBP, right? The system just called out these trades a while ago. And if we look back, we'll have seen that NAS 100 that I showed you guys. So let's look at NZD, USD quickly, because what the system does, it calls out trades. This is a 5-minute trade on Euro GBP that was just called out. All of these green arrows are pushing up. All of those are actually buy opportunities on the 1-minute time frame. And then the red arrow pushing down is a sell opportunity. This one happens to be on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, but let's look at NZD USD on the 1-minute quickly. Let me just delete this so I don't get myself confused when I go back to what I need to look at. Because I trade NAS. So I need to come back here and look at what's going on. So what's happening. All right. So here's NZD USD, right? NZD USD over here, NZD USD up here, right? NZD USD. Is it NZD USD? No, it wasn't NZD USD. What was it? The NZD CAD, right? NZD USD. Okay. All right. NZD USD. Here we go. Right here. All right. So I put this on the 1-minute chart. NZD USD. Let's just drop this over here. Okay. All right. No. And then this is on the 1-minute chart. Let's just get to the end. All right. So you could see that it was above. Okay. Green, 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 red, green. So this sold off. Okay, it sold off. Now, if this block changes, if this block breaks and changes to red, you wouldn't bother with the trade. But if it stays green, and then we need to look at the 5-minute chart, and on the 5-minute chart, the block is also green. So it bought up and it sold off, and this is setting up to be a nice 1-minute buy. So what you would do is simply just, and somebody, if you're out there, you could just keep a track on this later. And sometimes it doesn't take too long because this is a 1-minute trade. You can see a quick reversal and see it start coming up, right? And you could see it start coming up. But if the back break and this change to red, you wouldn't bother with that trade. But if it pushes up, and you generally put your entry point, like literally put your entry point like just above the line, just above the safe trade line, and maybe you could, pull it down a little bit. Some people kind of maybe come down here to get another entry because it's already down here, but you have to pay attention to what's going on with the block. And if this changes to red, you just forget about the trade, right? But generally you'd stay about right here and wait for it to come back up. And then the recommendation for new business that you go for, like, I know on currency pairs, 2 pips, 3 pips can sometimes be all the way up here. So I'm not a big fan of them because the spreads can be very wide. Okay, to catch 3 pips. And now you can catch 3 pips like right here. US 30 can catch 3 pips like this. So so the indices are a lot better for scalping, for those who like scalping. And I'm going to show you what's available for those who may not be scalpers, right? I'm going to show you an opportunity here that's going to blow your mind when you see that part, all right? When you see that part, your mind is going to be blown. So you and I now are being given tons of trades, right? I just called out one. Here's another one in GBP USD. GBP USD just got called out for a buy as well. All right. So instead of us sitting down marking up all these charts, we just wait on the system to call them out for us. And you could literally just come look, see, right? It had bought up, okay, and then it sold off, right? And then now we're just waiting for it to push back up. You could wait, and look at the 5-minute chart as well, just to make sure. You see, it's also a buying chart. So this is a nice opportunity for a buy. I didn't have to go and analyze it. I didn't have to sit down and mark it up. All I waited on was just to get the message, see if everything aligned, and then I can come in and quickly grab 3 or 4 pips out of this asset. All right. All right. And then the same thing with gold, silver, oil. But if you want to focus on one currency pair, or you want to focus, on more than one, the choice is yours, right? All right, so let's go back now, and I'm going to expand this chart a bit. Let's look at US 30. All right, let's look at US 30. Okay, I'm going to blow this up, and I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart. All right, let me go to the 1 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour chart, US 30. Let's look at the 1 hour chart and US 30, right? Okay, so let's go back a bit here. Let's go back a bit here, okay? And let's look at this opportunity here, right? This one. Everything was green, the C was buying up, started selling off, turned red, and initiated a 1 hour buy. Now, each of these candles is an hour, right? It's 1 hour. So if you had entered a trade on this date, right? Let's say you enter the trade somewhere around here, you know, say here that what date is that? That's June. Man, these numbers are so small, but the date is at the bottom there, right? June 6th, right? So if you enter a trade down here, okay, as a buy, because this said to buy, the system said to buy, not me. The system said to buy. And then you just simply enter your trade. These are all 1 hour candles. So you know that this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks from here. So from here where I entered to up here is 6 weeks. Now somebody tell me, how many pips would you have earned on that trade? On one trade that the system gave you on the 1 hour time frame? How much would you have earned on that? These pips are in the middle. The pips are the middle number, right? And you could take out the last two because the last two are decimals. But how many pips would you have earned on this US 30? How much is that? Anybody sees the number? Let me push it up a little to the top. What's the number there, right? 772 pips. 772 pips. Tell me somebody, could you make some money with 772 pips on one trade?
Wow.
Only for money.
That's a lot.
Brother, yeah, we're all Jamaican, right? We are going to be it for real. So how would I know that US 30 is setting this up if I didn't have this to tell me? Because remember, at this point, all we had was that the arrow is here, the price was below, it went up, it retested, the red is there, and then you can go ahead and put in your trade. Now, obviously, you need to have a good amount of money to stand some pullback and, you know, to give it some room, and you have to put a stop loss in place and a certain amount of money that you're going to risk on this trade, where you could clearly see what the outcome would be. Here's another one. This is a later one, right? And then this is the 1 hour. But what if you go to the daily chart? What if you go to the daily chart? Let's see if it happens on the daily chart as well. Let's go back, all right, and see what happens on the daily chart. There's green, 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 red. And you put in an order, you can see what happened. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day. Okay? And if you're tracking what's going on before you get some pullback, you just jump out of the trade, right? And then see what happened again. There's another one again. But the chart changed, right? To a sell. Okay? And you see the chart now change. You can see, okay, right now it's gone back to a buying chart. So we can wait again for, you know, for it to set up to give us another run. Man, this thing is amazing, guys. And it does it on the sells too, right? On a daily. You on the daily chart, everything is red. Right here turn green because it was pushing up. You put your order in below the line and you wait for it to come, and look what happened. Look on let's just count how many pips. If you put in a trade up here and you catch it down to here. Remember, this is a daily chart, right? Let me see. That is another, that is just to be sure, clear, right? That is 3,000, I think it's 3,200 and something pips, all right? Because remember, each of these is a day, so you get a lot more in a day candle than you would in an hourly or 4 hourly candle, right? I'm just making sure that I'm right. Yes, I'm right, right? Is that 3,000 or 5? And these numbers are so tiny. Yes, it's 3,518 pips, okay? From here to here. Guys, this is not hype. This is what it is, okay? And then this didn't end there. You could re-enter up here again, see another entry point here, because this was one entry when everything was red and it turned green. And then when it pushed back up again, it gave another entry when everything was red and this little green dot was here. So if you put in another trade here, from here to here, this is another, how much is that? 3,900 pips, okay? And this is for somebody who can afford to sit down, because this is days. So this is 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10 days. 10 days, right? For you to be able to materialize this. Guys, no hype, okay? You know, with a 0.1 lot size, just $1 per pip, that's $3,000 almost $4,000 on a one move. Okay, and here's another one, but this one broke, so you shouldn't really do that one, right? So I'm just giving you these examples and showing you what's possible. For those who may say, you know what, I don't want to be a scalper. You don't have to scalp, okay? You don't have to scalp. You can put in your longer time frame trades and just give them time for it to build up. But you know, it takes time. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. But the bottom line is that the system does that, right? So man, there's money here for real. And this is not a hype thing, okay? There's not a hype thing. There's money here for real. And all we have to do, guys, is just simply, you know, just learn how to use this system. Now, there's some other trades, which I didn't get into, you know, which is what we call filling the gaps and some other stuff and trading to the blue line. And there's some other things inside of this technology that can be used to do, but that's kind of intermediate and some of that is advanced. And I'm not even there using them. I know about them, but I'm not using them. I'm just using the basics, the very basics that I already shared with you. And that's what I'm focused on, right? So if anybody has any questions, I'd love to take them. But this is a boss system, man. This is a boss system. I know hype, right? The system is boss for real. Okay? System is boss for real. And it looks like we're going to have a change of structure right here on the 1 minute. This is nice 1 minute, right? So you see right here, you could see where it gave us another opportunity for another buy. This was the one I showed you earlier, but the buck looked like it's about to change, right? So there's a sell-off going on. But when this is selling, it's going to activate a 5 minute buy over here. So when they sell down some more, we're going to see another buy coming up. So you could be making money on the sells. There's a higher time frame sell. I kind of know what's going on with this. There's a 30-minute sell going on over here. Right? You can see that, right? So you know this 30-minute sell is still developing. But while that is developing, there's this 1 minute and a 5 minute buys that are going on. Right? But this is about to change to a sell chart. You could see that, right? So Nasdaq is doing some selling right now. And then with this all changed to red, this one will turn this right here. While this is turning to red, you're going to notice that this is pushing down on the 5 minute. And you're going to see that on the 5 minute that this turns to red. Right? That's what happened here. If I sync scroll, you could see, let's move this forward a little bit. You can see that red right there, right? A little bit of red on the left side. Where the sync scroll is, you can see a little bit of red on the left side, that you could see the push down. Okay, the push down took place about right here. Right, you can see the push down. See, you can see the push down on the 1 minute. Okay, to create that like a red dot. And when that happened, it created a buying opportunity on the 5 minute. So you literally could get a 5 minute buy while the 1 minute is selling off. Right? It's not advanced, but I'm just kind of giving you, you know, some insights. So you're going to end up using 2 charts to do the trading. You're going to end up having let's say you do 4 hour, 1 hour, the 4 on the left, the 1 hour on the right, or you're doing the scalping, 5 minutes on the left, 1 minute on the right. And that's how you should analyze the market to know when it is that you should enter the trade, right? So man, I'm just jacked out of my mind with gratitude, because this has just made trading simple and straightforward. Okay, no bunch of hype, no bunch of excitement. It is what it is, and you can trade anything, anything, even stocks. Okay, because on the scanner you could trade indices. You could trade indices. Somebody's line is noisy. Bridget, you could. Bridget, let me make you co-host. You could mute anybody who's kind of nice. Maybe it's your line, Bridget. Okay, so you could trade indices, forex pairs, crypto, or BTC, Ethereum, Dash, all of those stuff is here. They get called out as well, along with stocks like Amazon, Facebook, Google. Guys, I just sit down on my laptop and making money. I'm not getting up for nothing. Right? I need to master this system for real, because this is the avenue to the money right here. Okay,
Loving it.
Right, and I just got it April, so I'm not like I have it for a long time or anything. And some of you guys are going to make money faster than me because you already had some, more experience with me with trading. All right. So hopefully that's helpful, Bridget. Hopefully it helps somebody, to understand what's going on so that, people can get to some money here. We want you to get to some money. Okay, that's the whole idea. I want you to get to the money. So any question?
Dr. Harry. One question, Dr. Harry.
Go ahead.
I understand the points of entry. How about the exits?
All right, so the exit, beginners, 1, 2, 3 pips on a trade if you're a beginner. If you understand the system, you can go for like 5, 10, 20 pips on a move. There's coming what's called a sniper system, where it's gonna actually give you the entry and the exit on the 1 minute and the 5 minute trades. So it's literally gonna tell you enter here, exit here. The system is gonna give that to people. So that's gonna eliminate a lot of challenges that people have with exit. Okay, because sometimes people stay in the trade too long and it pulls back on them and they end up going back into the red instead of making a profit. Okay, but without that sniper system, you're gonna have to just, as a beginner, when you're in your learning phase of using the system, just go for 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips. Because if you go for 1 pip on NAS, 1 pip on NAS is, if you're trying to go 1 pip on NAS out of this candle, out of this red candle here, right? That's like, you're already at 1 pip, right? Less than that. 1 pip is like this, from the middle of the crosshairs to right here. That's 1 pip on NAS. So you don't need much movement on an indice to get 3 pips, because 3 pips should be like right here from the center to the crosshairs, right? That's 3 pips right there. So that's what you should do in the beginning. And then as you get used to the system, then you can now go for these longer moves, right? The strategy to go for longer moves is that you're gonna open up 2 trades. So when you get the safety trade, you open up 2, like right here, you're gonna open up 2. Okay, you're gonna open up 1, 2 at the same point. Then when both of them activate, when one gets to like 5 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips, you close one down. And then you change the second one from a stop loss, which should have been down here, to your entry point. So if the trade reverses on you, you don't lose anything. But then if it keeps going up, you'll be able to collect the move. So you'd have been able to on this move, this one move here went up as high as, 11 pips, right? 11 pips right here. Okay, 11 pips right here on NAS. So you'd have been able to collect all of that. All right, which is 11 pips is a good amount. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, Dr. Howell?
Yes, it's clear, man. Thank you.
All right, great. Thank you for the question. Anyone else wants to ask a question?
Yes, Dr. Ari. The part where you're showing where to the red candle to enter for a buy. I don't know if I really understand that, but it seems like where to enter for a sell, you will be seeing a green candle in that section of the red. Is that so?
All right, to enter for a buy, here's what the system does. The system catches the fake out. Because you see this red candle here that pushing down like this, right? That's what gets us to jump in for a sell. Because
okay, so that's why you see on the fourth indicator, you see that red candle there.
Exactly. Because what this does is pick up that this is BS. This is not a real market move. This is Vanguard and BlackRock pushing the market down to trick the traders. They're pushing it down and then they're going to reverse it right there.
Okay. So for the opposite, so this is for the buy. So for the sell now, where you have all the red, you would see a green candle.
Exactly. So exactly. So you see the green pushing up now and change this red to green, but it's not going up.
Right.
It's just a vehicle. And then this push up here would give it the impression, man, look at these 2 nice big candles, right? This market is going to go up. Let me try and get a buy. You turn around and you lose your money.
So
okay.
So that's just a pullback.
Right. It's not, and it's not just a pullback, it's a fake out. It's literally where the banks are trying to trick us.
Oh, take out our stop loss, eh?
Exactly. Because when you push, if you think it's going up for a buy, you put in a buy, you have to put in a stop loss down here. And it was, they always intended to go this way.
Okay, I got it. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So no more of that.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? Anyone else? You see what I was sharing with you guys. You see over here now starting to turn red. Okay, so this is setting up our 1 minute sell. Okay, so earlier on we got a 1 minute buy. See, we got a 1 minute buy here because everything was green. This turned red. If you look at what's going on now, where was the price above the green line? Was the price above the green line? Was anybody? Is the price above the green line? Before it came down, was it above the green line?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, what is this right here? Is this a green up arrow or a red down arrow?
It's a red down.
Yeah, so this is now saying so two things gone. One, price is above. Two, the red arrow pop up. Three, we're waiting for everything down here to turn red. So if everything down here turn red, we're just waiting for the fourth one to turn green. The minute that it turn green, that's the pullback. All right, that's the fake out. And then we can go ahead and put in an entry and an exit, and then just wait for it to come back down. That's the safest trade. It doesn't mean there are not other trades available, but that's the safest trade. Because we know that is going to go down. We're not guessing if it's going to go down. We know it's going to go down. So it's just a function of how much down. It's not whether it's going to go down. It's going to go down enough for you to get 5 pips, 10 pips, 20 pips. You know, there's some other things that you learn on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame. When you know those, you'll know that, hey, when it's, you know, there's a way to know when the market is going down. Like right now, the market is going tonight, is going down, or between tonight and tomorrow, it's going down to the 30-minute blue line. Okay? So if we put this chart right now, this white one on the right, and we put it to 30 minutes, right? The expectation tonight is that it's going to go from here, between here and here tomorrow. How many pips is that? 190 something, 197 pips, right? That's where we expect the market to move. And then there's ways to predict that it's going to do that, okay? So it's going to come down, it's going to sell off and come back up, but it's going to come back down to this blue line. And there's a reason why, because of some indicators that are used to dictate that, right? For us to know what's going to happen. Let me go back to my 1 minute over here. So man, this is super duper stuff we have, guys. No hype, and it's not hype. I'm just showing you for real what it is. I didn't make this stuff up, right? You know, you see this for yourself. We're all here. We all know this is a live chart. Okay, and in the 5 minutes, you know, and you have 5, you have 15, everything. You know, you could be looking at your 5 minute over here, your 5 minute, and you go to your 15 minutes to show what's going on with that. And then I showed you earlier on the 30-minute, and even though the box changed there to green, I believe this is going to be what they call a dirty sell. I still think we're going to have a sell on that tonight because the 1 hour is still the box, and the 1 hour is still red, but it activated a 1 hour sell. See this turned green on the 1 hour chart. So this could be a really big sell, and then eventually it has to come down to the 1 hour blue line, right? Which is from here to here. We check how much pips that over the next couple of days. If that happened this week, that's actually 999 pips. So this could give us a 1,000 pip move from here to here. So along this journey, there's a bunch of pips we're going to collect from it as it moves down. Okay, so that data, guys, is available to us, so we know what's going on. We're not guessing. We're not like wondering, you know. And I'm just learning about blue line trading. I don't even fully understand it yet, but I understand enough to share what I just shared with you. And it's the video that you gave me, Bridget, of your training that gave me more clarity on the blue line trading, because he wasn't as clear in the one that he did with us. So, and guys, you get the developer to train you about the technology right now. I believe that's going to change soon because, and then just to tell you up front, he uses a lot of expletives. So if you don't like hearing expletives, let somebody else train you. But if you can train your ears to pick out the good things and leave the stuff you don't want to hear and the stuff that affect you, then you can get a training from the developer. But I'm telling you up front, he uses expletives in his, you're going to hear one or two of those uncomfortable words. But he's the master of this system. He's developed it, and and we're grateful that he did it really for his sister who has epilepsy, who couldn't get a job, and it now became a great product. So man, NAS is looking nice tonight. If I were you, I'm telling you what to do. If I were you, I'm looking for some 1 minute sell stops going down, but you don't have the technology, so you couldn't find them. Because without the technology, you wouldn't know where this line is, and then you wouldn't be able to come back and catch it when it's retesting this. You wouldn't be able to have the indicators to tell you that everything is still red, this is green. So without this, you wouldn't be able to trade it. But if you have the system, then you'll be looking for 1 minute sell stops all the way down to the 30-minute blue line tonight and into tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and plus the developer trades live. And we're able to literally, he does live trading and he calls out trades. So we're getting trades from him. In fact, he's on live now. So soon when I'm done here, I'm going to jump on join him to hear what our
put the NAS on 1 week. Let me see something.
1 week. Okay, so back here, look at this 1 week move. Look at this one. All right, look at this one. This what date is this? All right, whenever that was. Well, let's see you put in an order down here, and let's just write it up to here. Guys, that's 7,400. All right, isn't that right? 7,990 something pips.
So you can set it and forget it.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Wow.
All right, 8,976 pips.
Just use that trailing stop, eh?
Brother. Well, it wouldn't that you have to make sure your trailing stop wide though, because if it's not, it's gonna tap you out quickly. But it's the best thing to do is not use a trailing stop, and just every day you just check to see where it's going on, and you don't maybe just put your stop profit halfway, right? So you give it a chance to breathe, because you see you go up, you down, you go up, you go, you understand? So
right.
you need a chance to climb, and then when the market changes and the bot breaks. Okay, once you start to reverse like this, you have an idea. Okay, you know what? Let me take out what is there. You could, or if you want to continue, that's up to you. All right, but this is beautiful, man. This move is beautiful. And then this is just how the market does. This is not like this is one time. Here's another one. All right, this one is deeper down. You can see this one is way down here. This is like over 10,000 pips. All right. Yep. 10,700 and something pips. It's like you have a pip collector. See another one here. This is what three chances to enter the trade. Okay, and then this is obviously going to be over way more. This is what Jesus. Am I reading correctly? Is that 36,000?
Yeah.
Yep. Right. So guys, the money is there. The money's there. There are other people obviously already doing it out there. It's just our turn. It's our turn. It's our time. And man, I'm just grateful for this. I'm gonna play with it. Let's just say that straight. All right.
I'm grateful. I mean, I'm so excited because Kevin, the developer, it's not 1,000 people have this yet, and we're the only company authorized to distribute safe to trade.
So I'm telling you,
that's a plus.
Yeah,
and we get it for less than the developer is selling it. The developer sell it for more and give us a concessionary price. So we are really charged to get it to the world.
And the price is going up, by the way, guys. So if the price on certain aspects, right? So as I share with you, you see how this thing is setting up nicely. right? Because this looks like it's gonna come up and pull back, but all of this is not red yet, right? But it's gonna get there. If it, well, we don't, but we'll see, right? But if this stays red, if this stays below here and it continues to go red, but why is it pushing up? If you look on the left hand, right, what is on the left side? Green, green, red, green. So this is a 5-minute buy. You're gonna see go this way. You're gonna see go this way, right? You're gonna see go this way. You know, but 5 minutes take a lot longer than a 1 minute. But you're gonna see though, because a lot of buying has been going on today. You know, it might not give us a big buy, right? You know, it might not give us a big buy. You could see that it's kind of in this ranging in this zone, but you could still get 5 pips or 3 pips out of this, okay? Because it's gonna buy up a bit. And, you know, so what activated this 5-minute buy is this sell off on the 1 minute, okay? But then the sell off on the 1 minute could create a sell. And if it does create a sell, when this 5-minute buys up, you catch the 5-minute buy going up. So you catch a few pips coming up this way. And then when the setup on the 1 minute for the sell, you catch some pips coming down this way. And you could literally be jumping between the two and grabbing some pips on the buy. And then when it turns around and starts to sell, you grab some pips on the sell. And then you could be grabbing some moves on the higher time frames as well. The 15-minute, 30-minute, and the 1 hour, and 4 hour, and so forth. So this is loaded. I'm taking my time, you know, not too much taking my time, but when I'll play. But it's straight. I don't like trade. I'm not yet ready to, you know, right click, put in a trade in front of everybody and do that. I'm not yet ready to do that because I like to think about the trade a little bit before I put it in and be clear in my mind that I've done my analysis correctly based on the information and the training I've got, you know, just to make sure that I'm doing right. And also making sure as soon as we get into trade, I can, you know, change my stop loss, you know, put in my stop loss properly and also, you know, make sure I'm in the right TP and stuff like that. All right. Just to tell you why I'm not putting in the trade. Okay, that's just to tell you why I'm not putting in the trade. And then also the reason why I wouldn't go for this one is the third one. Right? The first one was this one here. Okay, that was the first one. Even though this didn't turn red, there was a big enough pushback and it came below the line. Okay, and that you could see that was a big win. And then the second one is here. There's a second little pushback here, but this is the second one that happened here. And when, you know, when you get to the third one, it's not as good as the first one. Okay, so bear that in mind. So this might not give up significant winning. Might, but the third one is usually not as good. And then knowing that there's a sell-off going on the 30-minute time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, you know, knowing that this is going to push down a bit, and then just setting up this 1 minute sell. You know, if you're going to take this 5-minute buy, you have to be a little careful. You know, you have to make sure you get a good enough entry so that, you know, you don't have to wait on it to push all the way up because of what's going on over here. So those are some tidbits just to help us to understand as you guys go ahead and get. I know some of you will understand what I just said, some of you may not, and that's fine. Well, guys, just get your technology and then bring some people along. What I did is that I allowed the marketing to finance my purchase, right? I was able to literally do the marketing first, right? Affiliate program, market the company, sign up people, get people registered, earn commissions, and then use my commissions to pay for my education and buy the technology. So I bought the safety trade out of my commissions. So I recommend that you tell other people about it so that our company can pay you bonuses, and then by our company paying you bonuses, you don't have to go in your own pocket to pay for the safety trade, right? You can just simply become an affiliate, like I did, Bridget did, and you know that way you can be paid $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, and then you could use some of that money and buy the technology, and then put $200 in the trading account. You don't need to put more on that, right? To start off trading, you don't need more than 200. Some people, yeah, you go for the two. Like the guy Phil, the first month he learned how to use the system. The second month he did demo. He'd never traded before. He lives in Europe. And the third month he put $2,500 in the trading account, and he's now grown into he's now made $460,000 in profit. as at last week Friday. And he's doing about $1,000 to $13,000 a day profit. He's buying a Bentley. In fact, he ordered a Bentley. It arrives on the 14th of July. So that's one of the biggest stories in the community. But there are others. This guy earned $1.4 million in 7 months using it. So there are people out there rocking this thing. And I honestly, I feel confident that, you know, and I was sharing that soon with Bridget, not there yet. I'm not there yet. Just to be very clear and sincere, I'm not there yet, but I believe that soon I'll be able to start knocking on some $1,000 days. All right, because this thing is simple and accurate. It's not like sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't do it. You know, there's none of that. Right? It just does what it does. And all you have to do is just follow the rules. And if you follow the rules, you're good to go. All right. Anyone else? All right.